Okie dokie, so for this tutorial we are going to really simply look at pom-pom making. Gotta love a bit of pom-pom making. We obviously sell our kits on frecklesonfire.co.uk, basically including all the little bits you need to get started. If you haven't introduced your little one to pom-pom making and they're aged above 6, can I strongly suggest you do so rapidly. It will keep them entertained for hours. There's quite a few endless options as well. Lots of people like making sort of chain stitches. Check out the tutorial on that, with jersey yarn and then attaching pom-poms to them, but you can make bookmarks out of them. You can make little headbands and attach them onto sort of, you know, size of clips, on the sort of like key rings, around presents, into a garland, which is very on trend. So there's loads of different things you can do with them, and to be honest, like, they will just pom-pom make for a very long time. So we sell the Clover pom-pom kits made up of 2 parts, just like thus. Put them together and then we close up like that. Okay, so to get started, you open up one side, you get the end of your yarn and you hold this, and then you take it through that little bit there, and you wrap and you wrap, and this is what takes the time and gives you the time away from arguing children. So you wrap and you wrap and you wrap and you wrap, and they carry on wrapping for a long time. The more yarn you put on it, the chunkier it's going to be. I won't make these ones too chunky because this is gorgeous yarn, and I'm just making this to show you, and it's don't want to not use it. And so once you've got to the end here, can you see that? And then you're going to go back. You go back all the way along. You basically want to fill up this space. So as I say, the more yarn you put on it, the harder it is to cut through. So you kind of want that medium ground. And then once you've got to sort of this point, you're then going to go back. Now, kids take this super slowly. Again, this is why it takes so long for them to do, which is great. Parental win, right? When they're nicely, happily engaged in some kind of creative activity. You can look at this and you kind of want this to be relatively even if you want the perfect pom-pom. Obviously, if your 6-year-old is doing it, then don't worry too much about it being perfect. It's not about perfection, it's about having peace and quiet. So then you get to here, and then you're going to take it through. You see here, these 2 little feet there we go. Shut that down, bring that back through. So it's still through this bit here. Open this leg up, and then, not going over those 2 feet, waiting for the camera to focus again, you're going to do exactly the same process again. Okay, if you at any point run out of yarn or you want to change colours, I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. It's really, really easy. But obviously, you know, like, loads of kids want to do like one side one colour, one side another colour, or you can hold on to, so if this yarn is, I think it's probably an Aran weight actually, which, if you don't know, yarns means absolutely nothing to you, but it's a medium weight yarn. If you wanted to, if you had a thinner weight yarn, you could hold on to 2 pieces. I'm going to do the same process on this side and then come back to you when I'm at a cutting point. Okay, so I'm now at the cutting point, so I'm just going to cut that there. If at any point you want to add yarn, change colour, or any of those kind of things like I mentioned, all you literally would do is get your yarn, sort of hold it down and just add on at any point. So now you're going to close that up. You're going to sort of get a piece of yarn ready. You can also use fisherman's wire, like if you've got a fisherman in the house, it's quite good. If you're using really thin yarn, just double that up, because you're going to need to pull it quite tight. And you're going to cut all the way, like along here, into those 2 pieces, into there. Okay. Okay, I'll pause that for a minute, and once I've cut all the way around, I'll carry on. Once you cut all the way around, you're going to get your wire or your doubled up yarn and just pop it through there and tie a couple of knots. My biggest tip here is to do something called a surgeon's knot. So just normal knot and then go back in again, so it's doubly tied. Open up these legs here and ta-da!